Did you know that your brain keeps working even when you sleep? This means you can improve your English while sleeping. Many studies show that listening to a language while sleeping can help the brain absorb words and phrases better. How does it work? 1. Your brain listens. Even when you are asleep, your brain can hear and process sounds. 2. Repetition helps memory. If you hear the same words or sentences many times, your brain remembers them. 3. Better pronunciation. Listening to correct pronunciation while sleeping helps you speak more naturally. What you need to do. 1. Choose an audio. Play an English story, podcast, or conversation. 2. Keep the volume low. It should be soft enough to sleep comfortably, but loud enough to hear. 3. Use headphones or a speaker. A small speaker near your bed works best. 4. Be consistent. Listen every night for the best results. Part 2. The best way to learn English. While sleeping in Part 1, we learned that our brain continues to process sounds while we sleep. This means we can improve our English just by listening to the right material while sleeping. But to make this method truly effective, we need to follow some important steps. 1. What should you listen to? While sleeping. Not all audio materials work well for sleep learning. Here are the best types of content. Simple stories. Listen to easy English stories. They help your brain absorb vocabulary naturally. Conversations. Natural dialogues improve your listening skills and pronunciation. Affirmations. Positive sentences like, "I am confident in English," help train your mind. Repetitive lessons. The more your brain hears something, the more it remembers. Slow and clear speech. Avoid fast or complex content. Choose something calm and easy to understand. What to avoid? Loud or dramatic music. It can disturb your sleep. Difficult topics. Your brain may ignore them. Random audio. It won't help structured learning. 2. How to set up your sleep learning routine. To make this method effective, follow these steps. A. Choose the right time. Start playing the audio 15 to 30 minutes before sleeping. Your brain is most active in learning during the first few hours of sleep. B. Use the right device. A small speaker near your bed is better than headphones for comfort. If using headphones, choose soft, wireless ones. Keep the volume low. It should feel natural, not distracting. C. Be consistent. Repeat the same audio for a few nights. Repetition helps your brain remember better. Don't expect fast results. Sleep learning works best over time. Try this method every night for a few weeks and see the improvement. 3. How does sleep learning improve your English? By listening to English while sleeping, you train your brain to recognize words faster. You will understand spoken English more easily. Improve pronunciation. Your brain picks up correct pronunciation patterns. Increase vocabulary. You will learn new words without much effort. Think in English. The more you hear English, the more natural it becomes. This method won't make you fluent overnight, but it will boost your learning when combined with regular practice. 4th extra tip. What to do when you wake up. Spend 5 to 10 minutes reviewing the audio you listen to at night. Try repeating sentences aloud to improve speaking skills. Write down any words or phrases that you remember from the audio. Final thoughts. Sleep learning is a great way to improve your English naturally. It won't replace active learning, but it will make learning easier and more effective. Part 3. How to maximize learning while sleeping. In Part 1, we learned that our brain continues to process sounds while we sleep, making it possible to learn English naturally. In Part 2, we discussed the best types of audio and how to set up an effective sleep learning routine. Now, in Part 3, we will explore advanced techniques to maximize learning, common mistakes to avoid, and how to combine sleep learning with your daily study routine for the best results. 1. Advanced techniques to improve sleep learning. If you want to make the most out of sleep learning, follow these techniques. A. Use the first and last rule. The brain remembers what we hear before sleeping and after waking up better than anything in between. What to do? Listen to an English lesson 30 minutes before sleeping and repeat it for 5 to 10 minutes after waking up. This strengthens memory and helps words stay in your mind longer. B. Combine sleep learning with active learning. Sleep learning works best when combined with active learning during the day. Example: if you listen to a story while sleeping, read the transcript during the day. Repeat key words from the audio aloud in the morning to reinforce learning. C. Focus on passive learning, not active study. Sleep learning does not require effort. Your brain absorbs sounds naturally. Avoid trying to memorize words in your sleep. Instead, let your brain process them automatically. Listening to familiar content, things you've heard before, helps reinforce memory. 2. Common mistakes that reduce the effectiveness of sleep learning. Many people try sleep learning but don't see results because they make these mistakes. Listening to random audio every night. If you change audio too often, your brain doesn't get enough repetition to remember words. Solution: listen to the same content for at least a few nights before switching. Using loud or distracting sounds. If the volume is too high, your brain stays alert and doesn't enter deep sleep. Solution: keep the volume low and soothing so it blends into your sleep. Expecting immediate results. Learning while sleeping is a long-term process, not a one-night miracle. Solution: be consistent. Use this method every night for a few weeks to see progress, not reviewing in the morning. If you don't review the content after waking up, the learning effect is weaker. Solution: spend a few minutes in the morning recalling words from the audio. 3. How to combine sleep learning with your daily study routine. To get maximum benefits, here's a daily schedule you can follow. Morning routine, 10 to 15 minutes. Step 1. Listen to the same audio you heard while sleeping for 5 minutes. Step 2. Repeat key sentences out loud. Step 3. Write down 3 to 5 words or phrases you remember from the night. Daytime learning, 30 to 60 minutes. Practice active listening. Watch English videos or listen to podcasts. Speak aloud. Try to use new words in a sentence. Read the transcript. If your audio has a transcript, read it to improve understanding. Night routine. Before sleeping, 20 to 30 minutes. Step 1. Listen to the same audio one more time while awake. Step 2. Relax and let the audio play as you fall asleep. Step 3. Sleep naturally. Your brain will do the rest. By repeating this cycle daily, you will improve your listening, pronunciation, and vocabulary much faster. 4. What results can you expect? With consistent sleep learning and active practice, here's what will happen. After 1 week, you will recognize more words in English conversations. After 2 to 4 weeks, your brain will automatically recall phrases more easily. After 1 to 2 months, your listening skills and pronunciation will improve naturally. After 3 to 6 months, you will understand English more effortlessly and speak with more confidence. Final thoughts. Learning English while sleeping is a powerful technique, but it works best when combined with active practice. The key is consistency and repetition. The more you expose your brain to English, the more natural it becomes. Part 4. The science behind sleep learning and long-term strategies. In the previous parts, we discussed how to learn English while sleeping, the best types of audio, and how to maximize results. Now, in Part 4, we will explore the science behind sleep learning, long-term strategies for improvement, and the best way to stay motivated on this journey. 1. The science behind learning. While sleeping, many people wonder, is it really possible to learn while sleeping? The answer is yes, but not in the way we learn when we are awake. A. How does the brain learn? During sleep. When we sleep, the brain processes and organizes new information. It strengthens memory connections, making it easier to remember words and phrases. The brain does not actively study but absorbs and reinforces what we already know. B. What do scientific studies say? A study from the University of Zurich found that people who listened to vocabulary words while sleeping remembered them better than those who didn't. Research from Northwestern University showed that sounds and words heard during deep sleep were easier to recall later. Studies confirm that sleep does not replace active learning, but it makes learning faster and more effective. C. The most important sleep phase for learning. There are different stages of sleep, but deep sleep, slow-wave sleep, and REM sleep are the best for learning. Deep sleep. This is when the brain processes new information. REM sleep. This is when the brain strengthens memory and language skills. Best strategy: play the audio when you are about to sleep so your brain can process it in deep sleep. 2. Long-term strategies for sleep. Learning sleep learning is a long-term habit. To see real progress, follow these strategies. A. Use progressive learning. Start with basic English stories or phrases for the first month. Slowly move to more advanced conversations over time. This keeps learning natural and stress-free. But listen to different accents. Many English learners struggle because they only understand one type of accent. Try listening to American, British, Australian, and other English accents while sleeping. This will train your brain to recognize English in different forms. C. Set a goal for sleep learning. To stay motivated, set a goal. I will listen to English while sleeping for 30 days. I will focus on learning 50 new words this month. I will understand at least 70% of an English conversation after 3 months. Having a goal keeps you consistent. 3. Common questions about sleep learning, Q1. Can I become fluent just by listening while sleeping? Sleep learning is a tool to improve learning, but you also need active practice. You must speak, read, and write to achieve fluency. Q2. How long should I listen each night? At least 30 to 60 minutes before sleep. You can let the audio play all night, but the first few hours are the most effective. Q3. Will I remember everything I hear? Not 100%, but your brain will store the most repeated and useful words. Over time, you will notice that your listening and speaking skills improve. Q4. Should I use subtitles or transcripts? Yes. Reading the transcript before and after sleep helps you understand the words better. 4. Staying motivated with sleep learning. Many learners start sleep learning but stop after a few days. Here's how to stay consistent. A. Track your progress. Write down new words you recognize after a week. Test yourself. Can you remember phrases from the audio? Seeing progress will keep you motivated. B. Make it a fun habit. Choose topics that interest you. Stories, travel, conversations, etc. Try different voices and accents to keep learning exciting. C. Stay patient. Results don't happen overnight, but after weeks or months, you will notice a big improvement. Trust the process and keep going. Why sleep learning is powerful. By now, we understand that sleep learning is not magic, but it is a great way to improve your English naturally. When combined with daily practice, it helps you. Checkmark. Understand English faster, improve pronunciation, learn new words effortlessly, feel more confident in conversations. Final thoughts. We have now explored everything about learning English while sleeping, from how it works to the best techniques and long-term strategies. Here's a quick summary of what we learned. Your brain processes and strengthens language skills during sleep. Listening to English before and during sleep helps improve memory and pronunciation. Using the right audio, stories, conversations, affirmations, makes learning easier. Repetition and consistency are key to making this method effective. Sleep learning works best when combined with active learning during the day. Final tip. Think of sleep learning as an extra tool to help you on your English learning journey. It won't make you fluent overnight, but if you use it correctly and consistently, you will see real improvement over time. Now it's time to take action. Start listening to English while sleeping, follow the techniques we discussed, and enjoy the learning process. Your English will improve naturally. If you found this helpful, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing English learning tips.